All right, it's the qualifier number 5 in the fall tournament. We've got 4 runners on the restream. We've got another 17 in the race room. Should be fun to see which one gets into that winner's seat tonight, as that gives them the freebie little point next to their name. I'm Furious K alongside Sigil 711. Sigil, some competitive matches thus far.
I know.
Should be interesting to see
Yeah.
who comes out on top this time.
Yes. I wonder if the seat's going to be trolly.
I mean, they're all trolly to some degree.
Yes.
As we get a little peek of the coast spot, it looks like it's just a boomerang out there, so probably not so likely to get back there.
It's not the good boomerang, so it's okay.
Definitely not something that we would want to get early unless, well, not something we want to get late. Early, if we get the ladder at the Armos, I might see some runners go there just for that ranged capability. Level 9 on the coast as well, and a single rupee for that small secret.
Dang. I hate when it's a single rupee.
We'll see if the rest of the secrets roll particularly low. Kettle not rolling too high. Flute is the Armos item, so no early boomerang yet.
That's what breaks my heart, Fury, because no one could burn it.
I mean, if you can finally take any one, maybe you just reset out now. Not in a tournament qualifier.
No, not
in a pickup race, I'd do it.
Yeah.
The Moblin has a silver arrow close to start. That could be a number of screens. I think there's 10 or 11 that qualify in first quest, including the power bracelet.
It's 7. I believe it's 7 screens. And that's including the PB.
The power bracelet spot could be the qualifier for the overall blocker. Right. So
yes. I sort of hope it is. Just so the PB will be required for today.
Now the question becomes, will it be the only requirement?
Yes. I'm hoping I see also runners bomb or burn the wrong spot, just out of muscle memory. Since thus far, we have the chain secret spots flag on.
A couple of runners on pretty low health trying to make it through the overworld. We'll see if they can make enough checks, or if eventually some of this, these arrows, these Gibdos chase them down, whatever the case may be. What we've not mentioned is what they've, or at least what I've not mentioned is what they started with. It's something they need a like to clear.
Oh, you mean it's like feed? AK the magical shield.
It is one of the 3 items they can start with, and this time it's the big shield.
A lot of runners don't like the big shield because it screws up with the screen scrolling.
You know, there's more than one way to kind of line up your sprite with the marker on screen. Like, for me, I make it more or less, depending on which model you use or which sprite you use. Maybe the nose, maybe with Trogdor there's a little bit of another point on their sprite that I look at and line up. So just, you can find a way around it. It's just a lot of people use the shield, that's all.
I do mostly muscle memory with it.
So far, I've seen a lot of runners with either 0 or 1 rupee. We're finally going to get 28 as the medium, so a little bit down roll.
For runner stakes, I hope it's a nice large secret.
I believe we hit a door repair there, and I think we were at 29, so that might be minimum.
Yeah, I believe it is Fury.
So that's not terrible. 71 for the large, so none of the secrets rolled up. However, it is first quest, and with a minimum door repair, I don't think it'll be too problematic.
Don't tell me last deceit from the other night, where I ended up going into 3 like 5 times, and Flipheal took a death at the waterfall cave, the top of the waterfall cave.
We're now looking for that sword cave. Could be in a couple spots. Level 2 found. Uh, could find 2 items on the floor. One, of course, will be a heart container. The other one might be something a little bit more useful, as, again, the heart container collection will be potentially required for the silvers. You'll need at least 1, maybe 2 or 3 heart containers, but it does nothing without the bow, so it's not something we're urgently trying to get to 6 for.
Ultralavos took a death at death almost before being able to get in the cave.
Yeah, a lot of these checks are just, well, we don't know about the waterfall one, but the Death Argos I believe we've seen, so it's not as pressing to get in that cave.
I would like to see the wood sword and the open cave in Death Mountain.
So far it's looking more like it's either going to be this waterfall cave. It could be Death Mountain. I guess it could be Dead End and Dead Woods.
The
Those.
Recorder Lake.
Let's see what we got here. Well, that's a candle or a heart container. For Flipheal, it's going to be the heart container, but for some of the other runners, it might be the candle, depending on how early they get there.
And Ultralavos found level 8. And while we have Dylan Lee going into level 2 quickly.
Yep, so gonna get the heart container, gonna steal it from the Stalfos and probably leave after going to the right room and seeing no real progress can be made if they haven't already, which they have. So again, not a lot we can do unless we get a key, a bomb, or a sword to potentially start killing some enemies in some rooms and collecting some resources. Although at level 2 they won't have that opportunity. All of the things that they would need to buy in the seed so far that I have seen have rolled down. The hints, I guess, don't quite qualify as rolled down at that price, but everything else at the shops.
So that's good.
Magic Key, by the way, is in 1. That's a very useful item to find, potentially.
And Flipheal resending their money so they could buy more hints.
Yeah, if it's not too far from your starting screen, that's absolutely viable. It looks like green or blue moblins, depending on your preference there, go down in 1 candle burn, so that is going to be helpful to farming bombs so close to start screen. Level 4 found near start.
What?
Yeah, with only a few keys to this first room, I don't disagree with going ahead and clearing it, seeing what pops up. A map that shows us that it is a segmented 4. Cytown down to just one heart left, and gonna try and make it to the dead end. Bombs did roll up in the shop, so there is one item at least that went up. It might be Death Mountain Bound. So who will get there first? Level 1 is also found. Looks like it's at Monocle Rock, so bombs required to get in there.
Inside time buying their blue candle.
Level 6 also not very easy to get into. You can open up the key door if we go up the ladder here for ultralavos in 1, so that would be the tactic. Just trying to get that. Oh yeah, you're not going to be able to open the wall like that, but you can at least kill the Stalfos. Trying to find that any key, I suspect, for free. We're not going to get anything for free in that room.
No.
Yeah, we did open the wall south thanks to the shutter door, so... And we are met with the red whiz robes. Another pack of bombs and some rupees, but not a staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Triforce room. Yeah, so they're going to have to just take it. I don't think there's any other way you can go right now.
No. Unless they try to bomb down in the room to the left.
Yeah, bomb down the room to the left or go back to the Lino room and hope that a couple of bombs will get you through enough of them to either get a bomb pack or kill them all.
Yes.
Looks currently like cytown might be getting closest to the sword. I really only have 2 spots on my tracker that are not checked, and then we'd be out of room. So 50-50 shot that he's going to see it.
Yes. When it's getting this long without the wood sword, it makes me nervous.
And someone's already seen this screen because it's level 8, so that means I think we are in Death Mountain with the sword.
Yeah.
The silvers are not at the push block. They're inside a bomb wall there. Your start.
And according to our chat, the silvers are 4 hearts.
Yep, that's it was either 4 or 5, I thought, but I guess Dylan does have them, so that would make 4. cytown does appear to be the first to get to a sword, but it's not the wood sword.
No. The theoretically halfway there to possibility.
Level 7 found. So getting our fill of the dungeons found. I think there's only 2 left, maybe. I'm trying to think, maybe 3 left.
Did we see 4?
I think we've seen 4 for sure, and so it's just down to 3 and 5. I purged 6 from my mind in the list, but
Yes.
we've clearly seen it a couple times now.
Yes. And cytown's the first 12-word sword.
I'm gonna get trolled by some hints. That one, the least trolly.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to clean up the hint shop, so we'll be looking at a raft in 4, which, you know, could be useful.
Yes. Good information, though.
We can kill the dig dogger, so let's see what's underneath. Uh-oh. Well, maybe we won't now with the bop we took there. Gotta be really careful. Nope.
Nah.
Okay, got a couple runners that are close to the wood sword, though one is going the opposite direction, unfortunately. Flipheal gets the sword second. Looks like ultralavos probably going to be the third to it. Cytown choosing to dig 4 first for the raft. As Flipheal will also get that information at this point. Segmented 4 looks like it has a reasonably easy enemy set so far, so it doesn't look like it'd be too big of an issue. Moldorms did roll up. Good thing about 4 is keys are somewhat plentiful in this dungeon. Bad news is so are water rooms.
But we'll see if it's actually blocking it.
You can bomb through most walls in 4, barring a Zelda room, old man, right-hand staircase, and some other stuff. I think there's only one wall that will not go for you usually. And this will be the staircase item, whether it be a heart container or the raft. It is the raft in this case.
How would you feel if you find the raft first?
Somewhat indifferent this time, because again, I know that there's a chance that it's going to be the blocker. I mean, there's other things you would rather have before that, I suppose, still, but getting the blocker out of the way so that you don't have to go back for it's not too shabby.
The good news with cytown digging this 4 he'll have keys for one when he goes into it.
Yeah, this room is fun. You know, I'm all for. Well, we gotta clear it to make sure that north of here is not the Triforce, but that fiver would be getting left on the ground for another time. Ooh, we got a bomb force. That's good. And we have 2 runners down 4. Now 3. So we burn a key to get a heart container. It looks like it will be up in the north section.
Okay, one of my favorite things with the game is when the big gels and the Vols wires go down in one hit.
Well, for the virus to go down 1 hit,
Right.
we're going to need a little bit more work, unless
Yes.
you're talking about bomb clearing them.
Yes.
Zol's going down to 1 and not splitting into the gels. Definitely something that's high up on my list, but it's never going to be as high up on my list as having the Tektite stay at 1 or 0 HP.
Yeah.
Still haven't found the Triforce. It would be really unfortunate if it was in that Chevy room. We're gonna find out now, though. It is in the Chevy room. We're out.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes you can just feel the game's got jokes, and when the wood sword was where it was, I had a feeling we were in for one. And so far we are. Raft now for Flipheal, so 2 of the runners have the raft. We are getting the majority of Western DM cleared up so that we can see what's available up here. Any road helped that. Still need to get to East Death Mountain. Still gets there and be able to fight stuff. So level 4 has a take any 1. So much dividends to this point. Let's see if Flipheal remembers what room the Triforce is in when they grab his compass.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. To answer the question in chat, it's the Chevy room. That's why they can't go down and get it. They all just keep getting the compass and then realizing which room that is and then giving up.
And so I just picked up their silver arrows.
Ultralavos has been down to the bottom section to get the raft or to see the bad news. Hit shop number 2 is a little bit less expensive, but we need a few more rupees. with 2 keys and 8 bombs, we should be able to make some progress in this level 2 now.
And ultralavos found their raft.
Yep, they also saw the Triforce room, so out we go.
Yes.
Guess it's good to know early on that we are ladder required. There's no doubting it.
And now we have site digging level 7 going into level 7.
Yeah, sometimes runners will gamble on the ladder not being required, make it to 9, get close to Zelda's room, and then fail to be able to make it the rest of the way.
Yeah. Or find out it's required in Zelda's room.
Book is the item in 2, so we have the maps. Uh-oh. Yeah. Gonna try and bomb out, and no dice. The
Nope.
Wallmaster and the clock strike again. Well, we did bomb out, but you still can't make it very far. You're going to have to kill your way through this room. We do get the map in this room to find that 7 is, I'd say, pretty reasonably sized for a level 7. Wow, another Chevy room. Just all sorts of water. And we are pretty close to ladder block there. We're not officially ladder block, but there's not many rooms left to bomb into or burn resources to get into. DylanLeeGaming now getting the access to the Triforce room without knowing it for sure. Level 2 is cleared now. Not the most difficult of dungeons for sure. It gave us a book and the Triforce without a ton of resources burned.
Yeah. And ultralavos picked up their silvers. I bet they're happy they don't have to buy arrows, though. And Dylan's the only one without a sword still.
I'm hoping to find the raft in this room. Unfortunately, not here.
And Cytown found all their maps.
That's an interesting glitch there for ultralavos. You gotta leave the cave. Pretty sure, unless he froze it somehow. Interesting. Or just a frozen screen. Yeah, it's a frozen screen. I was like, wow, it's a long pause, but nope, just frozen. Probably DC'd for a moment. So,
Yeah.
still need to find some.
No, it's just a frozen screen, Fury.
Yeah.
Right now, ultralavos is on DM.
So, Cytown's gonna get level 2. We still haven't found any real mover items, as I call them. The book is not bad, but like when you're almost a half hour into a seed, you're really hoping to find, a little bit of a combat upgrade, a little bit of a defense upgrade, something that can get you through dungeons quicker. And, a book gives you access to knowing where to go in some of these dungeons, but you really need more than that to speed you up. So we're getting a little bit closer to a potential double block scenario. So I think we're still out 2 dungeons here. Eight for Cytown. That's going to be a...
To me, that looks like a happy dinosaur.
It just looks like a lot of time to me.
Yeah.
Especially with the Darknet set. I mean, you can kill them and get through some of these rooms, but it only takes one shutter door with 8 blue darkness to slow your progress down considerably. There's Triforce. May opt to leave, but it's kind of a scary thing as well. We'll see if Cytown just waits for later here.
You also have to remember they have the recorder, so they could just come back to it.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go next. I think the flute made the decision here.
Yeah.
I think normally we'd probably hang out. Well, the clock there on that screen means we're not going to get a bomb drop. So Cytown heading towards, I guess, the raft spot out here to make sure that the raft is not the
forced overworld block.
Be a little careful here. It is.
Hey, we found level 5.
It is shape for sure. It's segmented again. Pretty unsurprising that's a transport, I think. Okay, we can get to... It's not a super room, it's also another ladder block. And can't work our way around, so I think we're taking a staircase here.
Yeah.
Alright. 33% chance here, I think. Well, it depends on where the other staircase transport leads to. Could be just 50-50 for all we know. We may need that to get around the key door just below. Well, we do pick up a key. I think Cytown probably just bombs left and then goes through the transport.
Yeah. I think so also. I don't see Cytown using the key right now.
+5 for the bomb upgrade. That's slightly over its normal price. Don't think there'll be too many complaints there.
Especially with bombs costing 28 rupees today.
You can get around the key door potentially, depending on if you can bomb up. Can we bomb left here? Yes, we can. So still a chance to find the item staircase. Could be this room. I don't believe we've seen a heart container in here yet, so...
No, we haven't.
No dice in that. Gonna try and take... Oh! The fireball.
I think it's...
Nothing much we wanted there, unfortunately. So
no.
got popped for trouble.
Yeah, I think it was even better that they were already dead, or they were already dead in the room when he picked up the clock.
Yeah, they'd all spawned in.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get all the fires down. They do go down a bomb, and we are ladder blocked out of 5. Well, not quite yet. We can burn a key. Or bomb up, maybe. Okay, we can burn a key. Getting to see some progress level 1 now with the map in hand. We can bomb around a little bit, but not too much. I think mostly just gotta burn a key going a direction. And we were rewarded with another key door, so need an indie key soon. And Cytown saw at least the heart container. So far, I'm content to be the seed roller and running away from the room and just commentating instead.
Yes.
Ask me again in like an hour and a half when people are still fighting through it. But yeah, it's not an easy one to get going, that's for sure. It's not giving them too much in the way of upgrades.
Yeah.
Cytown has a single key. So they're going to obviously pirouette north. Here comes some more hints, maybe, unless we're hoping for a blue ring. I got 2 runners on that screen. Find a Triforce piece in level 7. Thank you, game. Red candle in 3, which is the last dungeon outstanding, if I recall. And Gliak returns with a red ring that might inspire ultralavos to stay in that dungeon in a bit here.
But I wonder if Cytown's going to pick up the Triforce before unlocking using any keys.
Alright, Flipheal is going to burn the key here. I don't like this as much, but it's not going to hurt too bad. I'd have gone down a room because it gives you more access points. Ooh,
yes.
Oof, man.
And also, you don't know if that room underneath it is an old man.
Yeah. Old man. The old man giving normal old man hints here with tell you, hey, you are here. Now we're going to fight through the patch again. You can sword your way a little bit through. You can take a little bit of a boost through the first... Oh, no, don't go that way. Don't kill it. Go. Run, run, run.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, this is not a room to combat. This is just, you hope it's not here, whatever the item is.
I'll be more inclined to combat it if I had the ladder. Ooh, a PB.
Alright, we have our... In case the last one is... in case the last one was blocked. I think we're close to that point, but I don't think we were quite there. I think there's some bob spots left.
I thought we saw the bump spots between our runners.
It's possible I might have gotten distracted while we had some dungeon diving,
Yes.
but I think there's still a chance there's one or two out there. I'm not 100%.
It's the
The
Patra
Patra,
room.
yeah, the Patra I think guards the any key at this point. That is rather unfortunate. Gonna try and fight it. It's not gonna be fun at all. Because at any point you get trapped in here pretty easily. You're pinned. Gonna take a while. I guess the Flipheal's gonna give it a single go, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. They didn't roll down, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
And this is where we could potentially get stuck. Ooh, man. Getting some luck. It's gonna run out soon here. They, in fact, I would almost wager are +2 on the Patrobes. Whew. And now we're scared because we're almost dead, so...
Yeah.
This is a lot of time. It'll pay off if we can get it, but we need the Patrobe that expands to have been killed soon. Oh. Don't die to the main one now, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, don't even use the candle either. It's...
No. I think that's just a victory bombing.
Level 6's Triforce is not too difficult to get. I did see an item in there, so might be try and go get it for cytown. Not going to be the strategy we can use much longer. I mean, at this point, oh, we made it. I was going to say, at this point, you just kill the last one in the room, but now we're going to go through the transport and see where it leads. Cytown is going to stick around this dungeon. Again, I think you have to, at some point, dig a dungeon, and a lot of the smaller dungeons thus far have either been difficult to get in and out of, or been ladder blocked.
And also, he'll be able to build up his key count, hopefully. And we have Flipheal going into level 7 now.
Yeah, again, I think we saw almost every opportunity here except for one room that I don't think I saw us try to get through, so we are very close to ladder blocked in here despite it looking like it's not. Actually, we are ladder blocked here. Now that I see where that Chevy is. I thought the Chevy was one further over. We cannot bomb left in this room because cytown has tried. cytown just bailed. I didn't see if it was because of an item get or just gave up. It would have been a floor item, if anything. Back into one, trying to probably get to the any key or any other items. Maybe a ladder. The second item in here for all he knows. We know it's not. Falls victim to the Petra.
Well, we have ultralavos fighting the Patra at 5.
It does so far to me feel like... Ooh, wait a minute. This was a room we couldn't get to. Oh no, wait, this might be the Hark tier. I might be dumb. Oh wait. No, it's the ladder climb. Oh man.
Ooh.
So
That's a big...
key-block.
Yeah.
It's a pretty significant deal for ultralavos. That's it's gonna unblock some places. Yeah, that's bad for cytown unless they remember that there was a key door up there in the way. I was gonna say that Patra was about to expand into him. He had no choice. Man, oh man. Just trying to get through the room. Does not know yet what we know, that there's not going to be anywhere to go down here, first off. And second off, Patra guards the Yankee.
You are here, Het.
Yeah, in some ways, it's probably for the best that the finish time in this seed will be after midnight in most, or in at least half the locales. Might be some choice words. Alright, so our bracelet. With 3 keys, actually, I don't know that we're gonna clear.
I could see cytown trying for the magical sword before trying that Patra.
I think he's got the any key in, so I think this is probably just a bail if it looks kind of dumb. Not the 3 keys is comfort, but it's not 0 or 1. Yeah, this seat is not letting the runners out. Flipheal looks to be the next one to get to the ladder. Yep, gets the clip. So let's see. We have a third Triforce for Flipheal.
Yeah.
Only one behind cytown, but probably, in my eyes, a little bit ahead of cytown until a return to 5 occurs. And we may be grave-bound for the Power Bracelet block dungeon. Got one more chance over here, and then we gotta go west. Yep. Flipheal has 11 of heart containers now, so we have a chance for sure at Mags if we want to make the journey out there. Normally I'm not a big believer in going to check it, but given how rough this has been for combat and getting through things, I feel like we gotta go that way.
Yeah.
Like maybe not a 10, but once you get to 40 or 60%, I think the odds are favorable enough to try it.
I would check it on 10 if it's on my way to a possible dungeon.
In this case, it's not really.
Yeah.
By my recollection, it's in Eastern Death Mountain, up the ladder, climb,
Yeah.
stair climb, whatever you want to call it. So I am at 6, I am at 7, I am at 8, I am at 9. Depending on whose perspective you have, all of them are useful. And for most perspectives, probably 3 of the 4 are pretty useful to have.
And with that Flipheal, even up the Triforce count. Bring theirs up to 4.
Ultralavos does get the Triforce out of 6.
And cytown's making his way to the ladder.
Yep. So it turns out it wasn't as bad as it could have been for cytown. I know sometimes, I mean, I track okay, but sometimes I've like got the fact that I've got like 3 rooms ladder blocked. Sometimes makes me not want to come back this direction fast.
Yeah. Same here.
I don't think either patch rolled down per se, but I would say that neither one. This one I think was not as bad.
At least you have dodging room with it. And with that, cytown is at 5 Triforces.
Like Flipheal's going for the clear of the Patra, hoping that we have something good underneath this Patra.
And cytown's going to get the Triforce on level 4.
No dice without Patro. It was just a little bit of a prank, of a joke. My goodness, it's just nothing for free in this one at all. Dylan opens this staircase up, which is a transport aid, unfortunately, but could give us some access to some new rooms. And we do know there is defense in this dungeon, which I don't think any runner will turn their nose up to. Cytown getting closer to the full Triforce, but still needs some items, specifically one. Ultralavos also getting the try out of 4, and Flipheal also going to have it fairly soon, I would say, at that full health. Triforce out of level 8 for DylanLeeGaming.
And they're gonna go back in the dungeon.
I mean, at this point, there's not really any great answer for a bow location anymore.
No.
And this one at least gives you a red ring if you dig around some.
Yeah. And I believe they're one of our newer runners. And ultralavos is joining DylanLee in level 8.
Yeah, ultralavos still needs the Triforce out of here. The other bomb upgrade's in here, but we can't afford it. The only one that can't afford it is not in level 8.
Yeah.
Now it's turn to kill the Patra. That leads to nothing. Patra's going further south so you can potentially not get the Patra, but doesn't quite happen that way this time. Wonder if cytown gambles on 9.
If cytown doesn't stick at 7, that's going to be his plan.
I mean, for the odds of it happening, overall, you would think it's a iffy gamble to make, but as we've seen, the chances of it happening versus the amount of times it has happened could be two different things.
Yeah.
Down goes the Dig Dogger. Into the staircase we go to see if the other side of the transport. I don't think saw the other side.
I believe with Cytown's knowledge, it's a 25% chance.
Yeah, again, I don't remember exactly what made him leave level 6. Ultralavos has got this room down to 1 Dark Nut, and we have enough health to survive a hit, and a hit only. This should be an item. It's the wand, okay. Well, that speeds up progression in level 8. The Darknet set can go down much quicker now. And let's see, it does look like Cytown's ramping up for a gamble here.
Yes.
I definitely hate fighting Darknuts in these kinds of rooms where the tile's not there. Ultralavos does pretty darn well. Cytown looking at that magical sword just in case. Oh, well, we do get a gimme in this. It's not all awful.
I also wonder, will Cy go back to 1 for the magic key before going into 9?
I'm just going to answer that as no. He's going to go back if he can't find a way to manufacture keys in 9. But he's just going to keep going if he goes that far until it stops him. And I believe we know that most of Western DM is clear or devoid of dungeons based on... I believe DylanLeeGaming has this full cleared for us. Cytown, remember you had potions. Yeah, the potions were very cheap, so I think it was like 35 and 50 or something like that. So they were not expensive.
Yeah, 29.50.
Yeah, so it's just new. You bought one early. One extra heart container does not really help a ton.
Yeah, but knowing where that potion is.
Flipheal now down to just fighting 3. May also make a mags check, because again, gotta go up this way anyways.
Yes. And with not seeing that many Wizrobes in the dungeons, I'll be concerned that they're 9.
I think Cytown's about to find level 3, unless we are mistaken. And this is... I think Cytown absolutely has the information on this dungeon being red candle.
Yes. He got it for a hit earlier.
Triforce now acquired out of 8.
And DylanLeeGaming got the Triforce out of 2.
Ultralavos about to find the required power bracelet. 1. Cytown being lawless. Clearing level 3, looking for the Triforce, probably getting annoyed that it's progressively getting closer to the last room. Take a guess that Ultralavos cleared the room that the power bracelet was in on the way over. It was kind of force pathing.
He did.
We got everything but the A key from our friendly Pantra.
Getting closer to needing the bow. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, that would not have been the worst, because that would have told you that you don't have to dig 9, so it would have saved that. Alright, where are we heading? Up A tells me only one place. Will Flipheal make the same gamble? That's the next question. Both of those runners have the full 8 Triforce pieces needed to enter. Flipheal had getting trolled by the recorder, going to 4, potentially? 5? 6? Looks like a 7 or 8. Couldn't tell how many times we been there. Right, so an hour and 8 in, we're digging 9 and have the compass already and have the troll staircase already. Flipheal is making the gamble. Cytown to make sure you can't progress through some bomb walls. We can at least go left. Oof, watch out. Oh, wow. They still not be able to get anywhere though. Nope. Acquire transport again. Went from basically beeping to full health in a hurry with the red Lino room. So there's still anybody's game in this 9. I mean, there's every chance that either runner could basically make there. This is the Wizard's Room set that you're hearing.
Yes.
I think it's a full HP blue Lionel. I saw 8 burns. What you think? Heart Container going to be the first of the 2 items found in here?
Yep. What do you think?
The way it's gone so far,
yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
And Bluefin Chat is saying we're going to find the blue boomerang in here.
For two of the runners, I would argue that the white sword is more of a troll to find. The two that are in here would just find that to be worse, even. I mean, if Dylan or ultralavos get here without finding enough hearts for magical sword, then perhaps they will be happy to see it and sad at the same time. Dig Dogger here with a staircase to the right. B. Blueless robes abound. It's the white sword. There's the troll. We're out. So now, what's the question of... For cytown, it's 6, 7, or 8. I would wager 8's more likely. That's a 1. That's the Iniki dungeon.
Looks like cytown's going to 6.
Unfortunately, Flipheal has gone a different direction than this 9, so nowhere near the white sword. White sword now for Flipheal also knows that this is not the answer.
Yes. The question is, where would they go?
Magic boomerang in 6. 7 is the answer. At this point, as the one who caused this, where I will say you are welcome, chat.
Thank you for doing this when I'm not playing.
What I'll say is this is a prime example to those. We have a this qualifier setup is predominantly on time average, and there was a seed earlier where the time average was not great, so people were worried that that was going to set it back. And you know, this is just an example that more than one of those is going to get rolled, and it's going to find its way to most of the runners. You're not going to escape all of the horrible trolley seeds, so we're just seeing the runners kind of equalize it. There's the heart container. We got a floor bow.
And now we have ultralavos just needing 2 more Triforces.
Yeah, one of them is pretty easy to get to.
versions, Flipheal knows where Ganon is.
Cytown does not know, but also kind of knows because of how they progressed. Like, the options left for Ganon are pretty low for Cytown, so I don't think it's going to be a massive troll to get knowledge of Ganon in this case. Now, direct access, I don't know. That could be still a little bit rough.
Flipheal has direct access.
Yeah. We're just barely hanging on with the keys in the 7 as well, by the way. We've been floating around 0, 1, and 2 for the majority of the 7. Haven't been checking too much, but I don't think we've seen a bait blocking room in any of these dungeons yet.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing any. And Flipheal found the wand.
Yep, did not find the red ring, which would have been nice to have. So we're about to full clear the 7. There's only 2 rooms left. 1 to the left now. Is it literally the last room in here? It is. Whoa.
Oh.
About 3 minutes, I'm gonna have to just, you know, I'm gonna have to go that way. Run.
Yeah.
Alright. Where is Cytown gonna go first in here? That's really the question. Looks like there is a faster way to the bow. If you can bomb in this room, at least there is. Yeah, it might be, if you can bomb up. Oh, you can. Oh, my goodness. There is the big block. It's not very blocky. Unless you have to turn around, it would be. What a mean 7 to find the bow in, and ultralavos is caught up on Triforces, but we know what he doesn't know. There's the roar right next to Zelda, so that's gonna be quick and easy. Maybe even a direct path? Yeah, direct path even.
I'm surprised Sai didn't use his key.
I don't know that he... Well, he didn't know that the store would go up here.
But he had 2.
I guess it's fair. Anyways, get your GGs out for Cytown. Who gets to walk around to rescue Zelda. Finishing first on the restream, 3rd overall, with a time of 1:21:06.
The other two people that finished tonight so far was just Andy, who came in first overall, and right after her was Sea Falcon. GG Cytown, and welcome on in.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
Fury went in the other direction.
Yeah, I'm running. I'll see you. Yeah, this one was one of those that was just not easy to get going at all.
No, you're definitely in molasses for until you get the ladder. That and obviously the bow being where it's at, that was just kind of just one of those seeds, you know?
Yeah, the Iniki being under the Patra, the Red Ring being somewhere really deep in Ache, it's not free to get to. The White Sword for combat being locked away in 9. I mean, the only good thing you really got was Mags was not rolled high in this one. If you get to 10 hearts, you get Magical Sword, and that speeds you up. But before that, there's not a lot of give. The Wand, I think, was in the very top left corner of 8 somewhere.
I collected hearts today, and I refused to give up a heart on a mugger, and it worked. I can't believe it. I'm very excited about that.
Oh man, Flipheal's down to a single heart in a get the clock. Oof. My goodness, this so scary.
Yeah.
Get there, please get there. Please get there. Oh man.
Ooh.
That would have been a time sink to get back to that room, so I'm happy that Flipheal got there. We don't collect the paper, so no prescription to be filled, so no potion yet. And with that, I think we're joined by Dylan. GG's.
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 I see nothing if you have special words for Fury.
Hey now. Anybody could have rolled.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this one, outside of a 10 heart magical sword, had you gotten up to that point, was not giving a lot.
And I was getting tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw Cytown, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, the ladder was key locked away, the Ini key was Patra locked away, the White Sword was 9 locked away, the wand was gettable in 8, it wasn't too difficult, but it only helps you with some of the dungeons, not all, so it just very, very difficult to get going in the seed until you get Magical Sword. So once you get Magical Sword, this does tend to get a little bit easier, but it's still painful with the key counts if you don't clear the Patra. Ultralavos finds Ganon, unfortunately has not found the bow in level 7. Which, again, I don't think it's particularly easy to find the bow without full clearing the entirety of it. Maybe you can skip 2 or 3 rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the staircase took you to another room closer to it, but you were doing the whole of 7.
No,
So
I believe you had to take that whole long route through 7, so
Yeah. It felt like it. I didn't really see a way around it other than I know there was a staircase. I just don't know where the other end of the staircase would have been. By that point, I was just sweeping room to room to room.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I don't think it was that helpful in the staircase.
Yeah.
I think it saved you like a room or two.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Well, I think I'm just gonna go to bed. Holy camole! I didn't expect it to take this long, but
Yeah.
Same.
but I do want to say I appreciate y'all for taking your time out to volunteer for this thing. Always appreciate it.
Definitely.
You're welcome. And GG's again, Sai. And
Yeah,
Dylan.
thanks everybody.
Yep. GG side.
Side. Yeah, so
Great.
this is Flipheal now fighting Ganon, so we'll probably be finishing up here pretty soon. Got the potion in hand, so I think this is probably going to be doable. I don't think we'll take too many drivers here.
Yeah.
One more hit, down goes Ganon, and Zelda being one room north, just a couple of blocks away. I would think, all things considered, if you finish at an hour and 28 minutes and you finished fourth with this field, you're
Yes.
probably still okay with it.
Yeah.
Now, it is time average. The finishing spots don't necessarily matter a ton, but there are at least another, 17 runners or 16 runners behind you in this that have a lesser average, so it still matters to some degree because there's a lot of people racing this. Chester finishing in fifth. White Sword, which ultralavos does not find to be the same troll that our first two runners into 9 felt. However, that still means they got to go somewhere else, whether it be 7 or 6 or... yeah, that's kind of sort of it, I think. Yeah, it is it. Oh. Yeah, it's, that's annoying.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we're joined by Flipheal. GG's.
GG's.
Hey, GG's.
What were your thoughts on the seed?
Well, now wait a minute. We got to keep that tame still. Let's not ask for the exact thoughts. Let's just tame thoughts.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is I looked at, because I don't have the race room up, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get fourth in this lobby. I don't know how, but okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean the average time is the most important stat, and the 128 may not look particularly wildly high, but when you realize that there's another 16 people that are going to have a lesser average out of the seed, that's definitely going to help when it comes to seeding.
Yeah.
So that's a big chunk of a field that gets a 130 and beyond potentially. But yeah, I think the big obstacle here, outside of just the key block, which you got to solve because you had the patience to deal with the Patra, and the Patra had the patience not to get you in the door. That's the other thing. We two had to tango there. Outside of keys, I think combat was the big issue. Nobody really got going until Magical Sword at 10.
Yeah, that makes sense. And like, I saw the wand was an 8, but I don't know. It was, yeah, I think it was like past a bunch of dark nuts. So I don't know if anyone really wants to go that way.
Yeah, I think 8 was wand was not too deep into it. The red ring is super deep somewhere in there.
I'm thinking the red ring was bottom left corner somewhere.
It's somewhere out of the way. It's not near the start. It's not near the Triforce. It's not near the wand. And there's a lot of dark nuts.
Well, there was a room at the bottom right with Goma, and then there was a Patra near that. Other than that, I think I just had the top row and a couple on the top right. So I think it's buried deep, unless it's like one of those bottom two.
It'd be fitting if it was the Goma.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just one of those where you need a little bit of patience and just not caring for where you finish overall. The less pressure you put on yourself to speed on this one, I think the faster you can actually get there at the end. Sometimes the slow and steady gets more accomplished, especially when it's a really nasty one. Again, what saves it for me is that magical sword was 10. So anybody that could get to 10 hearts got that, and then the whiz robes were not heavy. It was, I think, more just getting through boss rooms. I think Patras guarded a lot of stuff, or had to get out of the way for you to get to stuff. Like, I think the ladder had 2 Patras technically in the way. One that was guarding the bomb wall, one that was guarding the diamond stair, and then, like, there's a Patra guarding the Innie key that you cleared, obviously, and then there's another Patra at 7 blocking a potential staircase that ended up being a troll. So just lots of bosses in the way.
Yeah, I guess the only other thing I would regret is because I had 10 hearts for a while, and then I don't know, I just didn't want to commit the time to go there because I figured I'd do 8 while I was there. So yeah, I pushed like some other dungeons a little bit and went back with 11. So I could have had that a lot sooner if it was 10, unfortunately. But I mean, what are you gonna do? If I go there with 10, 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna be it. So, but.
Oh man. The land mole there. But yeah, we do have some more finishers. I mean, we had Brewers Fan JP just after Chest Jerk. So Chest Jerk in 5th, Brewers Fan JP in 6th, Moneymerks in 7th. Still quite a few good runners in this. A lot of people leaving comments to be showcased after the end of everybody completing or finishing up this qualifier number 5. I suspect a lot of complaints about the bow. I am not surprised to see the gambling on the bow in this one, by the way. We've had 2 out of 4 seeds so far before this one. Put the bow in 9, so it's...
Yeah, it's been so popular. It's like, you might as well just go for it.
I think ultralavos is close to the magic boomerang. Yep. Ta-da. So I think by process of elimination, ultralavos now knows he has to go into 7. May want to collect another potion, though. That was the other thing. We were really scared on your behalf, Flipheal, the half heart and a dream going into the bow room.
Yeah.
And I had already taken a nasty death somewhere, I think, and either there or the dungeon before. Yeah, I think it was that dungeon. I was like, oh, no, please no, please no. Because there were also, I think there were 2 rooms by the Triforce I didn't do. So I was like sweating like, oh, is the bow just going to be next to the Triforce? And I just like lost everybody who like pushed 1 extra room. So that was, I guess, a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, not this time. You like everybody else got to dig the entire 7 pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe some folks got to skip 1 or 2 rooms. Maybe. You couldn't skip much more than a couple of rooms though. The rest of them were required. Still solid 10 runners remaining racing out of the 21, 22, 21. Do have a few people that decided to use their DNF on this one just because of getting worn down by the seed, probably. I know a couple of the runners were on East Coast time as well, which makes this pretty late finishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I didn't take a nap in the evening, I'd probably be dodging this one as an Easterner.
Yeah, I got my nap in. I think Sigil got his nap in.
Yeah, I got my nap in also.
Oh, well played, everybody. Well played.
2.5 hour little nap, and that clears you for 1 a.m. finish time.
Yeah.
For the Central Time Zoner like me, it's 1 a.m. finish time was about what I expected. Now, ultralavos now finding the bad news. You gotta. I mean, the staircase we're gonna get to see how great it is here in a second. I don't believe it's particularly great. Yeah, you can bomb left here. Another Petra. And then you bomb up here. We're gonna be close to running out of health here as well. That's the other problem. And you really can't skip any of these. You have to clear them. I mean, you can pick and choose your battles, I suppose. Okay, we do still have a blue potion, so we're not gonna. As long as we're willing to burn it and go buy another if we want one, then I think we're okay here.
I like to appreciate that ultralavos has had 8 keys, now 7.
I think outside of the A that Flipheal had, that's about as high as we got.
Yeah. So I didn't break 4.
Yeah, I think the left side of the screen never actually got above 4 at all. And I think outside of this dungeon, the right side didn't see the number 4 or more either. Or if we did, we saw just 4. I don't think Flipheal, I don't think I saw you above 4 before the any key for sure. Looks like we have Homer J Smash finishing up in 8th, Custom in 9th. Alright, we hit the old man after burning ourselves the boomerang 3 times, so that's 7, 8, 9 by my count. This is not the room to be forcing in, probably. Yeah, yikes. Get the potion, please. Don't go back to start. Don't. Do. Why? Man, oh man. I get having a potion for Ganon, but man, this is a gauntlet of a 7. Please take the potion out. Yeah, he's trying to get there. He's panicked. I get it.
Yeah, I get it also.
Because you're going to have to force your way through the Goma unless it really cooperates, and it usually doesn't.
Yeah.
Of course, it cooperated there, but normally doesn't.
No.
All right. I'm gonna hop out. Thanks for having me on the restream, and catch everyone later.
GG's again, and have a great night.
Yep, GG's.
Have a good one.
Right. And Ultralavos found their bow.
Yep. After burning the potion, I don't think they take one more bot or 0. It was that's how that goes. But I think that was the smart play. Get the potion chug and survive. Fairy Fountain up, and then on our way to 9 again. I think ultralavos has all the information needed. I believe I saw them go into Gan's room, so
Yes,
this will be pretty
ultralavos
quick.
did.
Only a minute or two away. It will be 8 hits instead of 4, but that's the only difference. Way to a potion, blue ring. What we got here? Potion. I agree.
And a nice recorder to 5.
Yeah. Let's see where we're going here. Interesting. I guess this works too, though.
They might be afraid of getting hit back on the ref spot.
Yeah, but this requires a little bit of a...
Yeah.
Oh, we got there in the end, but it requires a little bit of effort all the same. Ooh. Took a massive bop there from the red Wizrobe. That does more damage than the blue. Fred finishing up as well. Right. Here comes the fight for ultralavos. Do have to be mindful of the bomb hole in the bottom of the room, because that can troll you if you get too
Yeah.
close to it, like that. That almost got him. Ooh, he drivered.
And wisely using a potion.
Yeah, you don't get to take him to the next seed. Ooh, we're off center as well at this point. Be careful. All right.
Right. Just a room and a scenic walk away. And GG's to ultralavos, who finished the 11th overall.
My goodness, what a fun little seed we had there.
Yeah.
While we see if ultralavos wants to talk, we have Crump and Boof and Boom to thank for the tracking and setup work for this one as well.
Yes, thank you, Boof and Crump.
And yeah, the list of comments grows in the setup for this race time room. We'll see. We'll see what they say later. It's not the only place that the comments are flowing in. There's at least a couple DMs I'm not opening at the moment. So we'll assume that perhaps Ultralavos is not interested in giving the live on air thoughts, which is pretty fair. It's that one was no fun.
Yeah. Like,
But we're about through the first week of these.
we have 2 more qualifiers tomorrow, one at 3 p.m. Eastern and one at 10 p.m. Eastern.
And some of our runners have either got their 5 in now. I think there's one that's got their 5 in already.
Yeah.
And yeah, a couple more are getting close. Again, to qualify for the brackets, all I gotta do is finish 5 of these. And once you do that, then you're qualified in. If you want to chase some of the winners' bonuses or want to try and bring your time average down, if you had a nasty seed like this one involved in there, then you have that opportunity to play a few more times. So you can play as many as you want, in fact.
Yes. And welcome on in, Ultralavos. GG's.
Yeah. So game. I don't know about good.
You saw what we saw quite a few times. It's just the full clear was pretty much inevitable for most of the runners, I think.
Yeah, that ladder location was pretty fun, and then that bow at the end, finally finding it.
Yeah, floor red ring, a white sword 9. Just outside of you did not see magical sword at 10, but it was available at 10. You did not have the hearts really to see it at 10 until fairly late, I'd say.
Yeah, to the very end.
That was more of what got cytown and Flipheal going a little bit faster than you. This was they both checked one at 10, one at 11, and once you can do 4 damage to things in the seed, that suddenly gets you a little bit. It gets you through things like a Patra or a Wizard Room in a little bit faster time. That's where those two finally started to make hay, and that's where the time difference really was, I think. Because both of them saw everything too. I think I believe they missed out on like the wand and the Eni. Well, Flipheal got the Eni key out from underneath the Patra, but
never saw the wand. Well,
yeah.
I think Flipheal saw it, but didn't pick it up.
But yeah, lots and lots of on-stream kind of struggling through rooms. I mean, size death count at 1 doesn't really tell that story all that well, but it when the top finish time in a 21-person race with a handful of like big names in it is in the 117 department, it's not an easy one and not one you can clear fast. Yeah, I I'm not sure. Not sure what else I could say about it. You know,
Yeah.
I've said what's to be said out of me. I don't know,
Yeah.
Ultralavos. You got anything to comment on further that's safe for air? I guess.
No, not really.
Huh.
Just yeah, that was a heck of a seed.
It was just unfortunate that you were key starved early also.
Oh yeah, and when I got
Yeah.
that one key to go back to 1, there was another key door.
Yeah.
I don't know if going right would have been better there, but
Yeah.
I was
Ri-
worried that there might be an old man south I couldn't get through there.
Yeah. This time right was better.
Well, for having the fun you did in this one, I'll throw you a little bit of a bone here. I know that there's a router of the month going on. What's that about, and when's that kind of culminate into a big race? Is that coming up in the next couple of weeks, or when's that about to happen?
Yeah, the router of the month where people can go in and route the seed, try to get their fastest speed run times on it. Monday night, I think 10 Eastern, 9 Eastern, will be when that closes for people getting seeded into the tournament. If anyone wants to go check it out, it's a pretty fun one.
Nice. I have to check it out next month.
Yeah, it's a fun little event that's put on in the Discord, as well as a few other events that are ongoing. So, if you're looking for Zelda One randomizer action, there's a lot of different ways and places and things that you can do to get that fix in. I know there's no shortage of them to choose from at this point. So, Ultralavos puts on the router of the month. So go ahead and give that a look if that's kind of up your alley. I know what's up my alley, and that is a pending bedtime. So I will also let everybody else go instead of talking for too much longer.
Yeah.
But, Sigil, it was fun to watch. I'm happy
Yes.
to have avoided playing in this one. I think, although a good challenge seed is fun too.
Yeah.
Thanks again to all 4 runners who you see on stream. We got DylanLeeGaming, ultralavos, cytown, Flipheal. We've thrown the runners follows in the Twitch chat, but I believe all of them are based on their names directly, so they are as they are appearing on the restream. Thanks again to Crump. Thanks again to Boof. Sigil, let's get out of here so that we can go watch more of these tomorrow. Again,
Yes.
more tomorrow. Have a
Yep.
good night.
Have a great night.